Scorpio, during this time that you're watching this video, Mercury is in retrograde and we've got all of these planets shifting everywhere around us. What I'm being told is that since April, excuse me if I say August because I'm recording this in August, April, some of you have felt very exhausted and tired. You've just like almost ready to throw in the towel, but yet there's still this deep desire of knowing that what you're seeing, feeling, just that inner knowing itself is going to pay off. And I do feel that this blue moon is going to actually have something to do with it. But more importantly, I see an agreement getting ready to play out in your favor. Now, that agreement can be in any area of your life. That may be an agreement with a family member, a friend, your work environment, your financial advisor, and some of you, it is moving into your soul purpose. But definitely there's this completion coming through. The numbers that I'm seeing pop up around you is 9. 9. All right, you have a new beginning coming in. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Scorpio. Now, again, we're going to go through turbulence. All right, bottom line, we're going to go through turbulence, and this could just be the mindset, feeling tired, feeling happy and joyful, and back and forth kind of energy right now that's going to be really intensified as this blue moon in Aquarius hits and combined with Mercury in retrograde. I feel a lot of you are going to start a new beginning without some of the family members, without some of the people who were holding you back, because you're climbing this new stairway to a new beginning. And that is enough to make you want to feel tired all on its own. But what I'm hearing is everything you've been through, I feel there was a lot. It played havoc on your mental capacity, your emotions, your finances, and your spirit. So it really kind of has been a little bit of a tug of war for some of you. Now, others of you, you may be just really rising high. It doesn't matter where you're at or where this placement is in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, or even Venus, okay? It's about a new beginning, this new birth, and this agreement comes with a solid foundational backing is what I just heard for you. So we're going to go really a little bit more deep on you. Then we're going to look at career and projects. Projects is for those of you who do not work. You're a stay-at-home parent, retired. That's your foundation, your finances, your security. And then we're going to look at family and friends and a little tap on romance. And I will give you the guided message at the end of the reading. For those of you who are new, I hear it, see it, feel it, and I call in Archangel Michael. I call in all the divine beings who help us to lift into a higher energy. And that's the ultimate goal of this reading. No matter what you've been through, and you'll see people post nasty messages, and it's like, one person said, I watch all of these readings. It's like, do you really think I have that much time? I don't have that kind of time. I don't think you do either. One thing's for sure, it's time for you to take a leap of faith. Because of everything that you've been through, especially those of you who are feeling this deeply, this change has got to happen. This new venture has to happen. They're telling me it's important for you to leap in and actually make the jump in whatever it is that you're doing. So if you're looking at a romance, take a leap of faith. If you trust what you feel, follow your intuition. You've climbed the ladder, all right? You've climbed the ladder in your own spiritual ascension. I don't mean necessarily directly work related, although it can definitely be for some of you. But you've just got this beautiful, look at this, you've got the moon in Aquarius. This is a big time for you. Cleansing, clearing out, and if you have not taken advantage of it, don't worry. During the rest of the month of August, if you didn't do this on the 19th, it depends on when you're seeing this video, before or after. If you did not do your clearing, then do it through the end of the month. Release everything, let it go, because whoever was blocking you is not going to be there anymore. Karma is coming in. You've got the card of justice and the Ace of Swords. So when we're looking at tarot itself, this is saying justice is going to be served. All right, justice is going to be served. And as we look at your financial foundation, I do feel that there's something even better. We have this Six of Swords moving on, and that's what I'm talking about. April, okay, over the last 6 months for some of you, but you're definitely moving into this beautiful centering where you're going to start feeling secure. So let's take a look at your securities right now, your foundation, your career project, whatever is your go-to. I hope you guys are doing well. It has really been quite challenging. A lot of people I know are very angry and irritated. You can tell when I speak and when my guides speak through me. It's a big difference in the way I talk, right? I stutter. They do not stutter. So I just feel like there's this stuck energy when it comes to your foundation where you have been dealing with 2-3 different things. Now, this could be complete sectors of what we're looking at here. This may be 2 or 3 people, but it definitely, my guides are telling me that it has been a painful struggle. Even if that means redirecting your current business, if you have a business, trying to find a new way. Because everything is changing so fast. It's very challenging to keep up with it. By the time you learn one thing, then there's something new. Now, if you go back to 2020, we did the same thing then as we started moving into this different direction, and we're doing it now. But now it's faster and it is a lot more work. You have the card of abundance right here, this big, beautiful Ace of Cups. Oh, some of you have already gotten your blessings, is what they're telling me. There is a group of you. Let us know if it's you. You've already received something. This could be a letter in the mail that's a promise of a job, an actual contract, an agreement, because that's the overall energy, an agreement with somebody or with a company, an organization, with something. This is going to come through, and this card is, as I look at it, that's what they're saying. You've got something already en route to you. You should have seen the letter, the notification. Some of you may have heard it by phone, but I see it more in writing is what I'm seeing. And you also know that this is your way to this new path, this new direction. I do feel some of you may be relocating, okay? You may be looking at a new place to go. This may be in Europe. You could be on one side of Europe and going to another. Some people are coming to the Americas. It just depends on where you're at, but we do have international opportunity is going to come through that is really going to make you feel absolutely wonderful. This King of Pentacles is talking about your overall security and money in finances and investments. And I feel some of you have an opportunity, an agreement going to come through that is going to pay you off big time. And that's why you have to tap into your intuition, not even listening to a psychic. You can get their feedback, of course, because, well, make sure you pick the right one, but you get their feedback and then you can use that to keep on climbing and to grow and get confirmation, right? But it is time for you to move toward this. They're saying you've worked so hard over this. You may be seeing 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10 for some of you. I had to say that, but 9s are definitely going to be everywhere. Working so hard towards changing into a new direction, kind of like changing career paths if you're still working, moving from one sector of this type of job skill set that you had, and now you've learned and you're putting it out there and it's coming back in, especially for those of you who do coding, electronics, electrical workers, like electricity in the house. And I'm hearing firemen, okay, and firemen. Let us know if you fall in that category. Whoever is around you that has some involvement in your life, they may very well be in this. Now, some of you do have a beautiful opportunity to invest money, and I want you to look for this person. This is the King of Pentacles. Now, it could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but what they're telling me, this is more of like a banking institution, a private investor for some of you, and others of you they're saying you're twisting your money, okay? If you know what that means, let me know. But they're saying you're twisting your money, and I feel what they're trying to say is you're bringing your money from here to here. You're turning your money around. So if you've invested your money, you may have invested it in one area, say the stock market, and now you're going to put it in, I don't know, like crypto or something. It's like you're twisting your money, and I'm not saying that's what I'm seeing. I gave an example. So it's important that you find this particular individual. They're going to help guide you. Could be a stockbroker. For sure, this person is really good with finances. It may even be somebody that you actually know, but they're going to help you achieve a windfall of money. Now, I don't mean that necessarily you're going to be this rich multimillionaire, but you never know. Bottom line of what I'm being told is this is going to make you happy. This is going to make you want to celebrate, and you're going to be just ecstatic over this. Now, if you have a project, I feel for some of you, if you've been working on a project, I'm seeing a local community. They're showing me a community. It has a lot of brick. It almost looks like Boston, like downtown Boston, but a lot of the downtown areas in the United States look like that. The old towns, where it's reddish. It is definitely red brick. I'm seeing like a community. It's a gathering. So this could be a community of planting seeds, planting crops, a community garden. There's a lot of people and a lot of foliage everywhere. There's green everywhere, but it's like in boxes. So if you're trying to set up a community garden, you're going to get some type of help from the universe. The stars, the cosmos are going to say, okay, here you go. Why? Because you've been asking for it. You've been focusing on it. If you were one of those people that said, oh, I'm just going to sit around and everybody else is idiot and nothing works, that's not for you. That message is not for you. It's the ones who've been actually working on it, thinking about it, and started to take action. You started to research. You started to find out what skill set you need. How deep do you need to go into this whole community effort? But that's what it looks like to me. It could be community in any different angle. I do see children running around. I even see some animals out there. If you are doing, I really feel it is a community garden though, but let us know if that's you. Now let's take a look at your family and friends. I have today with me, I have Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and I have my guide who I call Allie. So they're here to guide us through these readings, and I always have somebody guiding me, a beautiful, powerful being guiding me as we go forward, of light, of love. But that's not who I feel you were dealing with. For some of you, they're showing me somebody took your money. It was a family or a friend member. I don't feel that they took it and didn't, like they didn't follow through on a payment plan. This to me looks like they actually just came in and took it. And I feel that had a lot to do with why you've been working so hard and you've been feeling stuck, okay? You have a lot of eights all over the board. You have the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Destiny card. Again, you've got the King of Pentacles right underneath the King of Pentacles. You've got 2 right on top of each other, okay? So whoever this family member is, I feel that they took from you. If it wasn't money, it had something to do with your foundational self. This could be your personal foundation where you realize that they are unhealthy and toxic individual, and they took all your energy, they drained you, they just constantly bombarded you. Some of them, it looks like they would tear you down, is what I'm hearing. Kind of like they got into your head. They got into your head, bottom line. They tear you down verbally, mentally, and told you information that confused you, gaslighting, that confused you so you couldn't make right decisions for you. Thank you. And that's what the guides just said. Let us know if that's you. You do have communication coming in. Mercury's in retrograde. Now this communication, remember, communication can be telepathic. It can come in a dream state. You can wake up. I woke up one day and I was talking to my ex-husband and it was like, I haven't seen or talked to you in 25 years. And I just kept hearing it. I just kept hearing his voice, right? And that's what happens with telepathic communication, or you can keep thinking of them, not necessarily getting the whole conversation. But they want to come in and they want to challenge you. For some of them, they want to challenge you. And this is part of your destiny. You're coming to a place of completion with these individuals, anybody like that. But this is going to be big. So this Mercury in retrograde, combined with all the other planetary shifts, all of the energies that's going on, this beautiful emerging of truth, this is going to be a big one, but so will the next one. The next Mercury in retrograde, these are 2 grand finales. This one's huge. That next one is going to be all about tests. We'll talk about that when the time comes. Let's get through this one. A lot of memories of this individual. They may be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They could be a fellow Scorpion, an Aquarian individual. And I'm seeing Libra as well as Pisces. So whoever this individual is, and regardless of their zodiac sign, there's this, I keep hearing sense of self. I feel that they were actually self-evolved, and that's part of the mental anguish that they may have caused you. However, this was part of your destiny. You pick this for a reason. Remember, Scorpio, we must master as we ascend. Our soul, our spirit is moving into a different dimension, moving into a different reality, moving on a different side of the matrix. It's like whatever aspect that you choose, because it's all about perception, right? You chose them because you have to master the light and the dark, the good and the not good. That's what it's all about. And when we are no longer an overtaker, over logical, lack of emotion, and I have a list of 20 different things for the divine masculine. Some of them are positive, and the other half of them, it's 50-50. The other half are negative. Same thing for the divine feminine, overgiving, right? Being taken advantage of. And when we go through these things, oftentimes that victimization comes through. And that's who I feel you were dealing with, where they felt like they were the victim, but they inflicted it on you, meaning they made you feel that way. And it kept you at bay, is what I'm hearing, at bay. So whoever you're dealing with has a new sense of self, a new sense of purpose. And that's what they're going to try and tell you. You don't have to listen to them. You don't have to go into an agreement with them. But if it was about an agreement, you may want to pay close attention, because again, I see a financial windfall coming in. That doesn't mean that it's huge. I see money. It's pentacles. It's a bunch of coins coming down. Okay, so this may be, I feel it's more like a payback of money that they may have borrowed from you. Whatever it is, Scorpio, this is destined for you. This is your closure. This is the part that you're supposed to cut off and let go. Either you let go of what happened, so the forgiveness on both sides is there, or you let go of the entire situation, meaning you forgive the situation. You put accountability on them, you take your own accountability, and you let it go once and for all. And that is what holds us back as we go forward in life. And I feel this is getting ready to do a big change. You're also going to meet somebody new that I feel is going to be kind of woven. They're saying the word woven into your family, into your spiritual family, into your soul family. So I feel this is like a new person, and you've already decided that you're going to be involved in each other's lives right now, and most likely in the lifetime. So let's take a look at relationships, because this very well could be your current or ex-partner that did this. We'll look at people in relationships, and then we're going to look at singles and see what's going on. You may have been married to this person, even gone back and forth with this Two of Pentacles, back and forth, 1, 2, 3. They're showing me 3 times. Let us know if that's you. There's a change in that dynamic. I feel you were dealing with somebody who was disrespectful and had a lack of, they're saying a lack of community, a lack of compassion, and a lack of empathy. So you may have been very well dealing with somebody very unhealthy, especially when it comes to the mindset, right? This 8 of Swords is a horrible place to be. This is where you keep thinking about the problem over and over again, where you can't let it go because somebody said something or did something that left you going, wait, what? What? Is this real? Did that wait? And put you, or they just deny the whole thing. Either which way, it leaves your mind kind of saying, wait a minute, what's going on? This doesn't make sense. I saw it this way, and they don't want to hear you. And I feel this person may have walked away or you left them. The bottom line is there's a balance going to come in between the two of you as far as letting go of whatever happened. This is about forgiveness. No. Not speaking to them. You do not have to speak to them if you're not with them. If you're with them, yes, speak to them. But there's a balance, there's an opportunity to fix this. However, it may not feel that way. Now, I don't have any Tower cards for you at this moment. I don't hear any massive things. I feel you've already been through that. So what's coming based on what you've already experienced, Scorpio, they're telling me you'll just go, oh, all right, let's get it fixed. It's like you already know how to do things because of everything that you've been through. You see, that's the destiny, the good and the not good, the light and the dark. And you're coming to this balance where you say, okay, I know what to do. And then you get up and you do it. But it's coming out of that energy, right? And that's what you've been facing with. Right now, it is definitely going to happen where you're going to feel motivated again. You're going to feel alive again. And it's about, and I mean alive, like I love life. I love what I've done with myself, getting a new haircut, going in a new direction. When it comes to this relationship, there is a revitalization. Whether both of you go on a trip, both of you go to the hair salon or cut each other's hair. There's just this sense of furthering the situation. If you feel you're with your soulmate, you're probably going to be able to fix it for sure. Now, if you are single, I feel you've got something new coming in. You may have actually, they're showing me a group of you that feel neglected, isolated, right? Kind of like what we're talking about in the beginning. But you're getting ready to meet somebody, and this person is showing up as the Queen of Wands. Now, this Queen of Wands is really incredible because when we're looking at the Queen of Wands, this is a person who is so magnetizing. They draw you to them. And remember, the art of manifesting is about drawing to us. That's what they know how to do. They know how to manifest. This would be that little witch card in the tarot, right? The beautiful mystique individual, the mystical sense of power that this person has. Like they know how to use their charm. They're very charming. They know how to use it. They're going to be meeting them. And I feel some of you, remember I said travel. I feel it's the single people, the people who are not looking for love, the people who are alone, getting out of the house and getting out and about. Now, travel doesn't have to be international, far, far away. Travel could be going an hour drive into the mountains and walking through the taking the hiking trail or getting a cabin. But I really feel that there's a good group of people. If you haven't, I don't see that you've been there yet. I feel for some of you, this is going to be a new place, a lot of pine trees. It does look like a mountain road, and I see a cabin, but the cabin look is actually like a restaurant. It's like a row of buildings. So when you are in Colorado, if you guys know, I'm from Colorado, although I'm in Texas right now. But when you are there, you go up to the mountains and they have these beautiful, just like this, where all these little shops and these little, that is where you're going to meet them in this environment that is not somewhere where you normally go, but it is definitely going to be exciting. And I don't see anybody else there. I see one person looking out and seeing the groups of people, all over the place, how people walk down the street, and then bam, you're going to meet this person. They may be an Aquarius, Aries, Leo, or a Sag. They could be any zodiac sign, but they have that energy of fire, exciting, adventurous, sensual. Like, they understand who they are, and nothing is sexier than having a conversation with somebody who knows who they are. It is absolutely wonderful. So let's take a look at your message, and then I'll give you the guided message from our angels and guides that are with us today. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And that's what you're doing in this new beginning, because it's destiny, right? You've got the card of destiny. You've got this beautiful new wish coming true. Whatever you were wishing on, whatever you've been wishing on throughout your ascension journey, definitely over the last 2 to 3 years, they're saying it's on the way. This would be a repeat. Okay, I want this. I keep seeing myself in Italy. I keep seeing myself in Europe. I see myself traveling. Wait, I keep going back to Italy. Where do I want to go? Like, if you're trying to move, that's just a hypothetical, but it's whatever you've been asking for is on its way to you. Now, let's call in Scorpios. Make sure you do your due diligence. Pay attention to who is around you, whether it's somebody that you know or someone new coming back, somebody that you know coming back in, or someone new walking up to you. There's a beautiful sense of interpersonal relationships and community and being involved with people like you. It is important that you remember, like attracts like. If you are feeling low and sad, you will attract people low and sad. If there's a feeling of being vulnerable and taken advantage of, and it hurts in your solar plexus, call on us. Call in Archangel Gabriel. Ask him to help heal your body. You can call on anyone in my team, even your own guides and guardians around you. We will guide you through that. You have to feel it to let it go, and we're going to help you release it if it's still stuck. Those of you who are building and growing and feeling energetically well, you are getting ready to skyrocket. Some of you will fly high. Not fly high as much as we do, but it will seem like it, because we're going to carry you from one place to the other. Call upon us. We will help you. Thank you. All right, you guys, I hope that helps you. Remember, it's from the time you watch this video and going forward. Much love.